Hola Culers! The first match of the season for Barcelona is complete. We beat Mallorca 3-0 as expected, except the game was so. Again, it was a typical La Liga game, right? The referee making questionable calls, two red cards, not seen in a long time, two red cards under 5 minutes, not seen in a long time. But you know how it is, right? With Barca, with La Liga, with their referees, how they are inconsistent. Maybe every Madrid fan would be asking the question, right? Oh, that is how can this happen to all this happens in the favor of Barcelona. The decisions are in the favor of Barcelona. Again, you can question that, say whatever. I would say they were given fairly both the challenges. The high boot to the face to Joan Garcia was a red card, no question about it. Secondly, the second yellow, we cannot say anything against the second yellow, right? Other question was about the Rafinha tackle. The Rafinha tackle is questionable, but again, it was his first uh, challenge, first foul committed in the game, so that's the reason he might have gotten a yellow instead of red. But even if that was given as a red, it was totally justifiable. Like I would have said, be like, okay, yeah, justifiable, should have been a red. Was a yellow by the referee again. The VR was not called in. The VR deemed it not, you know, something that should be called upon again. The how the VR rules are, right. Something if they need the intervention to be done, they would have taken the call. So yeah, just done about the La Liga referees. Right? We just do it every single time, every single day. We talk about the La Liga referees and their issues, and that has not changed. And up until La Liga steps up and talks about this, it will not change. It will keep on being the same thing. Weird decisions, inconsistent decisions, and it didn't even start off from the red card. Right? It started off with the second goal of Barcelona. Where Ferran Torres shot the ball, but before he shot the ball, the referee had the whistle in his mouth. But again, any kid in the world knows. If you go down, ask a 5-year-old, who plays football, he would know. You play for the whistle. You play for the whistle. You wait for the whistle to be blown. As long as the whistle was not blown, the play continues. Right? Should have the whistle been blown at that point? Again, it was up to the referee. There's no question about the fact that if it was a concussion issue, the whistle could have been blown, the match should have been stopped. If the match was stopped before Ferran shot the ball, again, totally justifiable. I would have not asked any questions for that as well, because it was a concussion scare, right? You have to stop the match. That's what the game dictates. The rules dictate that you have to stop the match if there is even a slight concern of concussion. But that being said, it wasn't stopped. He did not blow the whistle. The goalkeeper again was waiting for the whistle. I'm hoping he did not move for France's shot. Was a decent finish, no question about it. Was a decent finish. Could have the goalkeeper gone to the ball? Maybe not, or maybe you don't know. He was playing a decent game, I would say. Morocco goalkeeper was playing a decent game, I would say. But yeah, that being said, so that is when I would say the referee actually lost the match at that particular point when Ferran and the whole scenario happened with Ferran's goal, right? But all in all, for Barcelona, what a solid game. Was it a game I would be super happy for? No, I would say, because we had shown defensive frailties in this match. The defensive highline was exposed again around the 14th minute. I guess the left finger went through, and then he played it back to Maurici, and Maurici fluffed the chance. He just, I don't know, backheeled it back to nobody, to one of our players, and we cleared it off. But for that minute second, if there was someone like, let's say, Real Madrid, and Vinny went through and Mbappe was in the center, he was going to finish that goal. Any single time of the year, he would have finished that shot, and that would be 1-0 or 1-all, I guess, in this case. So yeah, we did show some defensive frailties, and that will of course be the case and will keep on being the case, because Araujo, say whatever about Araujo, he is not that well rounded for that centre back position. The amount of high line Hansi Flick wants Barcelona to play, I don't think so. Araujo understands that point. Again, physicality wise, great player, agility amazing, but the instructions that Flick wants you to understand, at the amount of acumen, I guess, you need to have to play that high line. Araujo lacks that, and so this is something you can teach, by the way. So I'm hoping throughout the season, when he would be the number one, he would be our number one. Flick will instill this upon Araujo, and he will eventually understand this and make those moves correctly. But yeah, all in all, apart from that, I would say we started off with Ferran Torres, Fermin Lopez, and Eric Garcia. Apart from the regular starters, these were the three main guys who should have not started. But again, for Ferran, we had a Lewandowski injury. He will be back in September. He is supposed to be back around 25th August, but he will be playing his first match in September. So Ferran again played. I swear to God, people say, would you, buy a new centre forward? Are you okay with Ferran playing the game as your centre? I really do not. It does. I really don't think that anybody right now in world football who we can afford can be a better replacement for Lewandowski than Ferran Torres. Last season, off the bench, 19 goals. This season, starts off first match in La Liga, first start in La Liga, scores a goal. What a brilliant man, dude. What a brilliant player. He falls back, he makes link-up plays, he goes wide if need be, he stays forward, he has the acumen, he has the finish now. Ferran Torres, one of my underrated players in Barcelona currently. I would say, even when Xavi was the manager, people asked, who would you sell, Rafinha or Ferran Torres? For me, I would keep Ferran. If you have to sell someone, but keep Ferran. Ferran is someone who has that potential to be the greatest, to be the next greatest, right? For Spain, for Barcelona, he could make that difference. He could be the David Villa-esque player. So I'm hoping that he continues this form. Ferran again, brilliant game from Ferran. Rafinha started with Lamine Yamal on the left, Lamine Yamal on the right wing, Rafinha on the left wing, as expected. Right, Eric Garcia is the right back. Had to be, I guess. I don't know why he was started over Koundé. There is no injury to Koundé. He did play in the second half, so maybe just something rotationally. That's why Hansi Flick wanted him to. Just wanted to see how, against mid-table teams, how well Garcia can play, because last season, playing Koundé, the most overworked player last season we had, and that's the reason he picked up an injury later on that cost us again the match against Inter Milan, like we all know. With that being said, Eric Garcia looked solid, not didn't feel bad about anything. He didn't feel uncomfortable on the ball. He made some runs. Again, it was against just Mallorca, so I cannot say anything about that. Fermin Lopez had an okay-ish game. He just started the match. I would not say it was a good game from Fermin Lopez. It was not a bad game indeed, but not something to be. It was. I would not say it was a Fermin-esque game. It was a good game, okay game, I would say. Again, Mallorca, so we cannot say much from that. Pablo Torre, our ex-player, started for Mallorca. Good to see him get some game time somewhere. We sold him to Mallorca for 5 million, I guess, somewhere around that. So yeah, again, he only played the first half because of the red cards. But all in all, good game. We got the win. We had to get the win. Was nothing questionable about it, right? What else do we have? We have Joan Garcia. Forgot about that. Joan Garcia is seeing him play. It does not even feel like somebody is a new goalkeeper or it's a new player who has not been played in the system for a long time. He fits in perfectly. Again, he was not challenged a lot in this game. It's just Mallorca, the whole shabeel of just being Mallorca, right? He was not challenged, but few times he did come up front. He did play as a good sweeper keeper role. He also got hit in the face by Murici. May he rest in peace. Nah, just joking. He's fine. I was scared of the injury problems, but yeah, he was fine. No injury for him. That's good. So John Garcia looks solid in the back. Made a couple of saves. So that's that. What else do we have? One of those matches for Mallorca where everything just went ahead, right? Everything was went wrong for Mallorca. They were looking threatening. They were looking that they could have given us a good fight because up until the first red card and the second red card just followed in like 5 minutes, right? So I would say both of them happened together. Up until the red card scenario, they were looking threatening. They were looking that they can fight back. Barca had again defensive frailties because of Araujo not being in the system for long. But after the red card, it was game done, right? We were leading 2-0 anyways. The first goal came with Rafinha and Lamine Yamal link up. Great goal, by the way. Rafinha, mad, like some mad lad, man. What a finish. So it's just so natural to see him finish, right? It's like, yeah, I expected, right? It's Rafinha, he's gonna finish. The second the ball was sent and nobody was marking Rafinha, he was free, he was on goal. I was like, okay, that's a goal. I didn't even had to think twice, was gonna miss or something's gonna happen. It had to be a goal. Only thing was maybe it was offside. So I was holding finger crossed. It was an offside. We got our first goal. So yeah, that was it. Rafinha again. You cannot complain anything from Rafinha. Rafinha is one of those players who have been there, proved everyone wrong last season, and he's gonna do it again this season. Now coming back to our golden boy, Lamine Yamal, man of the match. This match, what a player, man! What a player! Sodo, what a player! Starting of the match up until like the 5th, 6th minute before the goal, before he assisted, he made a run down the middle, from the middle of the pitch, took on their left back twice, made a fool of him twice, got past him with a nutmeg, went inside, tried to pass the ball into curl. I don't know what he was trying to do. Ended up fluffing the chance, but he made that run. It's so brilliant to see it. So brilliant to see it. Then the assist happened, and after that again, Barca's tempo was just done. Right, we had a 2-goal lead. We did not want anything from the game after that. The second half, I was hoping maybe Hansi Flick would say no, you have to go, you have to score. But he's like, okay, keep the tempo low. He wanted to prevent injuries, if any, fatigue, or it is the first game of the season, so people are rusty. So he wanted to protect that. So in the second half, again the tempo dropped like crazy. Because they weren't pressing it at all, so we didn't press them at all. We did get the ball. We tried to do something. We had a lot of shots on target. Again, the boys were having fun after that, right? After you have to play against 8 outfield players when they're like 2 down already, right? 2 red cards, 9 players on the pitch, 8 outfield players against your 10. It's just gonna be boys having fun at that point. And already we had a huge gap in quality. We are a better team, so it was gonna be that fun scene anyways. So that's what they did. Lamine Yamal was trying something, then they put in Rashford, and they put in Rashford came in, and who came in? Joffrey Torrens came in, or Joffra Torrens. I don't know what the commentator called him Joffra. I'm hoping I'm saying Joffra is correct. I don't know. So Joffra Torrens came in. We had Rashford again. We had Gavi. He replaced, I guess, Fermin was replaced by Gavi. No, yeah. So Kouassi was replaced by Gavi for first, second, and then Frankie was playing as a deep line playmaker / centre back. Then Gavi was playing a front a little bit, but again it really did not matter because they had like a 4-4-0 formation, right, up front, because they had no forwards to play with, so it didn't really matter. So then they put in Koundé. They replaced Eric. They had to play three at the back, and then we had playing 3 at the back. Eric Garcia, Araujo, and Koundé were playing in the back. So yeah, it was just boys having fun at that point. Rashford did again. They came on the 70th minute. Rashford, Gavi, and Torrens came on the 70th minute. Didn't have much time to affect the game anyways, but had a okay game. They were looking. Torrens were looking really good. He made that one run. I remember he went through the left flank, tried to cut in, put in a cross. Nobody was there to receive it, but he made that run very brilliantly. Very did not look like we are gonna struggle. If he is in plans of, like, if Hansi Flick is planning to use him, like we ended up using Gerard Martin last season, this is gonna be a good replacement for Balde. He is very creative. Defensively, again, did not have no challenges in this game, but in future on we'll see in next games, as games come on, if there are defensive challenges, how well can he handle it. In the preseason he was playing nice. Again, preseason friendlies don't really matter, right? But this game he made those runs, he put in a few crosses. One of those was a okay frail cross, it did not end up going somewhere. The other one had to be, used well from Lamine Yamal. He had to come inside, he did not do that. Anyhow, doesn't matter. I'll come back to Lamine before I just finish that. Uh, that's it. Yeah, about the second half. Again, nothing much to add. After the red card, the game was done. I really stopped watching the game after that. I was hoping something would happen. I was hoping something would change. We would press harder or try to be the German way, right, to kill the game. But nothing really happened. It's just passing around and playing the fun game. How do you say, five-a-side football, stuff like that. Nobody was really committed. Mallorca already knew in their head that they were gonna lose the match, so that was about to end. And meanwhile, again, was trying to make curlers happen and stuff like that. He last goal he scored. So what happened was Juan Salas, their left back, he was pushed. He dived when pressured from Lamar on the back. So he dived and Lamar got angry. Like, why are you diving? So he got back up on Lamar's face. Like, he acted like he was right, but nothing was given. Foul was given, but Lamar got angry. Like, he got furious at that point. And then 5 seconds later, he scored a banger. Amazing goal, by the way. Got the man of the match. Took home a goal and an assist. Great game from our number 10, I would say. But yeah, all in all, fun game, right? Like a typical La Liga game, right? Red cards galore, goals, scrappy goals. But yeah, Barca does it that way now. Nothing else we can do about it. But yeah, so one takeaway from this game is, I think it's two takeaways. Number one, we need to solve the defensive facilities. We have to work on Araujo. We have to, I am not confident yet, and I'm hoping other fans understand this too, because he is good. I won't say he's not good. He has the agility, he has the physicality, but he's just not there yet. So Hansi Flick has got to work on that. Fermin Lopez, again, I don't know what happened this match, but hoping this game, when he plays behind Lewandowski, who's more central than Varane, he might click better. And thirdly, which is more important, is never in your entire life piss off Lamine Yamal, because if you piss off Lamine Yamal, he does this to you. So don't piss off Lamine Yamal. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Uska Barça, Uska Catalonia, and peace out.